On the, it's a general question you have on projections, really. So the uncertainty that I referred to, stemming from the policies that would be decided by the next US administration, is not incorporated in the baseline, except, I think, from memory, the extension of the tax reduction that were, in a way, committed by both candidates to the presidency. So I think that portion is included. It has a fiscal dimension to it. But the trade dimension is only incorporated indirectly, as you said, through using the yield curve and other market-determined elements, which are only part of the many assumptions or data that are taken into consideration by staff when they do their projections. So the trade uncertainty is captured in the risk assessment section, and we have taken the precaution to add a full sentence at the end of the risk paragraph to relate to the friction in relation to trade. And as I said to your colleague earlier on, it's a risk. In and of itself, it's not good for growth at large. It produces uncertain inflation impact in the euro area, at least. I would not pass judgment on what impact it would have on the US. But it's very tentative and it's very uncertain. And you really have to dig into it to appreciate what the impact will be. So follow up, because you had one good question.
The first question, if it's correct to assume that we're going to cut.
I didn't hear that question. No, but look, I think you should appreciate that we are on a path currently that leads us to reach our 2% target medium term, and that our monetary policy stance, each and every step of the way, at each meeting, will be determined by the data that we have, by the projection that is proposed by our staff, and will be based on those three criteria that you know well. So to assume anything in particular at any point in time, I think is not the right approach, because we are going to continue to be data dependent. We are not pre-committing to a particular path. We simply indicate, by removing the reference to restrictiveness, that we have come a long way. The situation is very different. We are much closer to a target which we are seeing much more closely now. And as a result of that, we want to remain appropriate in our determination of monetary policy. If you want to compare apples and apples, its restrictiveness goes, appropriate determination replaces it, because we are getting closer. But we're not done. Let's face it. When you still have 4.2% domestic inflation and wages that are of which the growth is slowing down, you have to be very cautious.